Hey everybody, and welcome to session 4. In this session, we are going to have one assignment, so it's a 2-week session, and your Prezi presentation is due on Sunday, October 16th. I do have a conference coming up immediately after that, so Monday, October 17th through Friday. I'm going to be quite out of pocket at that time, so I will try to grade the Prezi as fast as I can, and usually it doesn't take me too long to grade the Prezi or Session Three's infographic. Like the grading on those goes a little faster than does the project parts, which are a lot of reading and thinking and stuff. I mean, those are also require reading and thinking of infographic and Prezi, but they just go a little bit faster. So I don't anticipate getting too far behind, but during the beginning of session 5 in terms of grading, but you may find me a little bit out of pocket at the beginning of session 5. So I did put that on the course plan that I'm at that conference. I just have a lot to do. I'm presenting at 2 things. I have a meeting for this one bylaws committee that I'm on. I have several other meetings because I'm about to become president-elect of a division. So I've got like luncheons and business meetings, like 2 business meetings for that thing, and then like a follow-up meeting so we can plan the conference for next year. So anyway, it's going to be crazy, a little bit crazy, and it'll be my busiest AECT I've ever had before. So I may not be very good for about those 5 days, Monday through Friday at the beginning of session 5, that first week of that. So just to let you know about that. That's not here yet, but it's very much on my mind because I am trying to get these 2 presentations up and running and working on those right now during session 4. Okay, so what do we have going on here? I'm going to be pretty brief here, but what we're going to do is you're going to read, you're going to view, so you're going to open up the notes and explanatory videos on the concerns-based adoption model, which is a sort of like a really great toolkit for how you can assess change from the perspective of adopters. So I'm kind of looking at it over here. So if you open up the PDF, the notes and explanatory videos on CBAM, it'll link to 4 videos that I want you to watch. So let's see, 4. One is an overview, and then 3 of them are they go more in depth with these different tools that you can use in the diffusion process. And you may find the concepts that you come across in this really great series of videos and with this handout, you may find these concepts useful to you. You might want to use pieces of them, or you might even, when you write your plan, you might actually pull in more than just a few pieces of them. But really the point is, try to take something from this. Is there something you can use either in your current project or even more importantly in the wider world that you're going to be working in today, next year, 5 years from now? So I think there's useful stuff in here. It goes more in depth. Like I could force you guys to use, I can't force you to do anything, but I could have you make your plan and use CBAM extensively in it for part 3, but I don't do that. So the point here is for you to take from it, learn from it, but take from it what you think you might need. So you can use it again in part 3 if you want to some extent. You are going to read 2 articles that are very similar. They're focused on a similar idea, which has to do with teacher technology change and what teachers believe and how we can kind of get at that a little bit if we want to. How do we shift teacher belief and behavior? So Ertmer and Ottenbreit-Leftwich's 2010 articles, one reading, and I did just attach that to an email that I sent a few minutes ago. And as I was attaching it, I told you on the video, I don't know if this is the same Ertmer article that you read in the class, but yes, it is. It is the same one. Like I said, Ertmer is just a rock star of educational technology, and she's like the Nora Roberts of ed tech. You got to read her. You got to read everything she does. So, and she and Ottenbreit-Leftwich have done a lot of work together. So sometimes I get confused about which articles people are reading in each of my classes. Anyway, so check out those 2 articles. It is particularly in Ertmer and Ottenbreit-Leftwich that you learn about first and second order barriers, and then that will tie into the Prezi. So you're going to, for the Prezi, you're going to basically explain some of the concepts that you read about inside of the Ertmer and Ottenbreit left which article related to first order and second order barriers and how to help teachers overcome those. So this is your chance to kind of teach a concept. And I think I get a question about this sometimes. People are like, because it's very general, right? It doesn't say, it says this is an individual project that relates to your group project, but I don't really expect it to relate directly to it, because some of you might not even be working with teachers, but in this semester everybody is, but some semesters not everybody is. And it just may not feel right to relate it back to your project. If you can relate it back to something that you're working on, whether it's your project this semester or it's something going on in your school, or you want to use examples from newspaper articles or whatever, make this as relevant as you want, or you can make it general, where you're just teaching us about these concepts of first and second order barriers and some general ideas for helping teachers overcome them. If you want to have an extra page where you transfer those concepts to different contexts, you can do that. So I want you to make this your own. Don't agonize over it too much. Sometimes I always have one or two people that they get really stuck on it. It's really just you reading an article and showing that you kind of got the major concepts out of it. You're going to do a short little prezi on it. It doesn't have to be super long. It needs to have some images in it. But don't agonize over that either. It's good to kind of give credits for your images if you can. Where did they come from? And that's it. So as you can see, there's not a lot going on, but that's because you do have a major project that will be due at the end of session 2. So part 2 will be due at the end of session 2. So something else that's sort of not written on the course plan that I'm looking at right now is that you should be working on part 2 of the major project. Kind of be getting that done and figuring out how you're going to present that, who's responsible for what, by when is the team going to have it finished internally so you can make that external deadline, all that kind of stuff. Be having those conversations. All right, guys. Also, October 6th through 7th is fall break, so I hope you enjoy it, although I'm sure most of you don't have any time off for that. But and the work doesn't slacken, does it? But that's it. That's session 4, and let me know how I can help you guys. Thanks.